What's up? So in today's video, we have a lot of new things that are going to be going on my GTR. So this is going to be a video with a lot of new changes. There's some things that I was mentioning in one of my previous videos that I wanted to change out, like the floor mat. So we bought new floor mats and some other little things that we wanted to get done. And so I'm going to utilize this video to do that. And hopefully these, what are you doing?
Those are his hood struts for his, so the hood isn't manual anymore.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, a lot of stuff going on in today's video. Make sure if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of my build series content. With that being said, go ahead and roll the intro. All right, so first things first, I got new GTR floor mats. The reason for doing that, and I'll show you here really quickly in the GTR, but when I bought the GTR, you would assume that they would have nice, really nice floor mats, but I'm pretty anal about my stuff, and if you remember in a previous video, this is what's going on with these floor mats, so that is disgusting and no good. I also, at some point, need to get this thing like super professionally detailed, but for right now, yeah, this is kind of all what's going on here. So these are going to be changed. The other thing that we're going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a JDM mod to these like fog lights over here. I don't like the color of them personally, so we're going to be changing those out, and I'm going to show you how we do that. I have this film right over here from Laminex, and this stuff is like super high quality. They have a ton of different colors. I'm going with the yellow option so we can yellow those out. So that's going to be pretty dope. Also, these LEDs from Diode Dynamics. This is for the mirrors in the car, the vanity mirrors. So the current vanity mirrors are, well, all the mirrors in the car are yellow. So we're going to change those out because that looks old. Oh, the other thing I'm doing is I'm adding these Don't Scan Me's. I've customized these, and this is a QR code, which I'll show you here. Is going to go right here. So one thing I noticed is on everybody's cars, they always put like their ats. I thought it would be cool to do like a Don't Scan Me so that people scan me and they go directly to my YouTube channel. What did you just ask me? What are you doing?
What does it bring up? Is it not? It's not scanning.
Is it?
No.
Go over it. Oh, wait a second. Hold on.
Oh my
Let me
God.
see.
Did you get scammed?
Let's try it. Hold on. I wonder if it's because it's like bent or something. Let me see.
Possibly.
Might be the light, you know?
Let's
Might be
try-
the
let's
blue
try it.
background.
Oh, that's true. It might be. Well, no, it should still do it anyways. Let's see. Does it pull it up? If it doesn't, I've been scammed.
Nada.
You're supposed to get it in black.
It's
you know that, right?
not. No, you're not. They have it in white on stores.
Idiot.
Oh my God, why
Bro
are you
tried to
built
steal
like
bro
that?
tried
Wow,
to
okay.
Unlock my phone and steal it.
All right, I'll do it on mine, and then let's see if I do this, then go here.
This isn't entertaining, Michael.
Why isn't it going?
You bought poor.
Oh, here it is. Wait a second.
Yeah, but they're gonna be driving and trying to scan this. If we can't get it standing still,
No,
how are we gonna do
what
that?
if
when
what
he's
if you're
parked.
what if you're parked?
That's true.
He's at
Or-
car meets and stuff.
Hey, this Q car, all right. I guess what we're gonna do is we'll install it on the car, and then we'll try it there, and hopefully it works, because if it doesn't, I'm gonna be really mad. Maybe it's the blue background. Maybe that's what's causing it. All right. Anyways, the other two things that we're going to be changing out, maybe two, but first is going to be these orange things here. Those look disgusting, and we're going to make those white or clear because it's just like the GTR. Yeah, it's like the GTR in Japan. They come with clear ones, not these like whack orange ones. Hey, no telling secrets. What the hell is going on?
Your son's breath stinks.
Okay.
Just like
He does never brush his teeth.
And then we might attempt to do this one because this one I think requires you to remove the rear bumper. So let's see about that one. And one last thing. So GTRs come with like a hood stick prop up thing. And I went ahead and ordered these. So struts to hold up the front hood. Well, not the front hood because it's the only hood. To hold up the hood. And so we're going to be installing hood struts. Didn't one of you mention to me about that? Like, why doesn't it have hood struts
Oh yeah.
in it?
I did.
Well, I got hood struts. There we go.
Well, I didn't know what they were called. I just said I didn't know it was poor people special. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
It's true you spend all this money on vehicles and then you don't get hood struts.
Well, those are more like reliable, you know. What if the hood struts?
Oh, that's true. Good point.
And
Well,
so-
anyways, we'll see where we start. Probably with the floor mats because those are the easiest. Or maybe we do those for last.
Fixing this
Who knows?
light would be correct.
All right, well, this definitely turned out much better. The white looks way better than the yellow over there does. But I will say this, I don't think this one is working. I'm gonna try it in this one just to see, but yeah, I don't think this one's working. All right, never mind. The LED did work on this side, so what do you think?
Looks better than this.
This yellow one, right? I gotta change these out too, because these do look old. I feel like the white lighting makes it look like modern, right? Like super new.
Yeah, it does look better.
Yeah. All right, on to the next mod. Okay, so while the boys are over there soldering, what are you guys soldering? Oh, base. All right, cool. So while the boys are over there soldering Guy's base, I'm gonna change these out to the clear ones that I got. So let me just show you here. One of the clear ones. And of course, I'll include links in the description box below if you guys are all interested in purchasing any of this stuff. But hold on, let me show you here. So I bought clear ones instead of those. I think that's gonna make a big difference in the way the vehicle looks. I also got the rears, but we'll figure out how to do the rears a little bit later. For now, we'll do these and move on. Oh, two things I forgot to mention. So on these, all you have to do is push this a little bit forward, and all you're gonna be pushing against is this tab right here. That's it, and then it'll pull right away. So super, super simple to do. Make sure you're not prying on it this way. You're just gonna push on this like that, and that'll pull the clip, and that'll give you enough space to pop this out. By the way, so this is the right-hand side. Like I said, I'll include links in the description, but on the right side of the vehicle, so the passenger side, part number is 26160-JF00D. And on the left side, it is going to be 26165-JF00D, and that's for the driver's side assembly. All right, and for cleaning, I typically use this on all of my stuff, but I use Speed Wipe. Once again, if you're interested in this, I'll include links in the description box below, so you can pick this up if you're interested. I want to know your thoughts. What do you guys think?
I think
That?
the person that made this sucks.
What's going on over here?
Oh, it's not even gonna fit like that.
Yeah, you can tighten it.
Oh, you're right, you can. Can you help me out?
Jesus Christ, what did you do with your son, dude?
All right, anyways,
I fell as a kid.
he's the brightest.
We can tell.
He's the brightest of the bunch and beautiful. Anyways, hey, you, what do you think?
It looks a lot better.
It does,
It
right?
does look. It actually changes a lot.
Look how much cleaner, right? Just
If
that.
only your headlight wasn't full of water.
All right, here we go. All right, anyways, we're gonna go and move on to the other side now and do that one really quick. And then I think I might try to tackle the rears, but we'll see, because I think that's a much bigger project. But yeah, we'll see where we move from there. Javon and I were just talking off camera, but it really does make a super solid difference having those like that. Like, that looks so much cleaner. And then if you're interested in the factory ones, Javon, you're gonna put them up for sale, right?
Facebook Marketplace, offer up.
Gonna be all over the place.
Yeah.
Sell them everywhere. All right, we're gonna attempt to tackle these right now since there's not a lot of sun going on over here, and then we'll probably move on to something else. But I really want to get these changed out too. I don't know, I feel like it's not like the red looks bad, right? But I feel like the clear would look better than the red, right?
The matching peanuts.
Yeah. So I was able to get all of the lining material in here out of it. The one thing I did notice though is I'm for sure gonna have to remove the bumper, at least the top portion of it, in order to get to the placement, because if you look in here, it's gonna be kind of difficult to see, but there isn't a place to pop these off with the bumper still on. So the only way that I can actually get to this is at least this portion of the bumper has to come off, which if this portion of the bumper has to come off, then that means I'm gonna have to take out those bolts that are in there, and then there's a few that are in this area as well that are holding this in place. So yeah, that could be a pretty big job. Which, now that I have all this off, one would assume that I'm probably gonna do it, but I'm not getting into that right now. That is a whole lot of work, and that's not something I prepped or planned for. So we'll go ahead and get all of the liner back into the trunk and put back, at least for the time being. And then when I have some time in the future, we could go ahead and make that another video where I take off the rear bumper and I'll change out those side reflectors. All right, now for those who don't know, the reason or the benefit for installing hood struts on a vehicle that doesn't have hood struts is to basically eliminate this rod right here so that you don't have to prop it open like that. So it gives it a much sleeker appearance when using these things. And Z1 Motorsports supplies everything that you need in the kit in order to do this modification. The part number, for those who are interested, once again, I'll include links in the description box below, but the part number is Z198066. And like I said, I'll include links in the description box below for those who are interested in purchasing these. They're super cheap, and it is a relatively simple modification to do. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna go ahead and do is remove these hood ledge covers on both the passenger side and the driver's side of the vehicle. This way we can gain access to the bolt right here so that we can install our left or our passenger and driver side fender latches, or I should say fender bracket. And now this one that's shaped just like this is going to be your right fender bracket, and then this one that's shaped like this is going to be your left. So right, left. So this one will go on this side of the vehicle over here. So this one on this side, and then this one on the other side. All right, so there's a problem here. When I go to put this down into the channel where it's supposed to be, this hole and the hole here in the fender don't line up exactly. So it looks like I'm gonna have to be contacting Z1 about this and figure out like if they could send me another kit or something. But yeah, it's just not fitting at all. I don't know if it's the way that the kit is designed. But yeah. All right, now I'm not sure if you could tell by in the video, but I had to modify this bracket quite a bit to be able to get this to fit because they drilled the hole in this incorrectly to the fender. So yeah, I did have to modify the bottom hole a little bit in order to get this to work, not on the GTR, but on the bracket itself. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to this one right here. All right, well, you might be wondering why my battery is out of the vehicle and on the floor right now. So long story short, when I was taking this out, this thing fell down into this hole and I couldn't get it back without pulling out the battery. So we'll resume back to putting on the latch, but then we got to go ahead and get the battery back in. These are the things that happen in the real world and are not always captured on video. All right, now that we have this installed and then this installed, we'll go ahead and install back on this plastic cover. Something really important to note before you go ahead and try to install these onto the vehicle is this little clip right here needs to be pulled out first before you install it and then put back in post the installation. So you're gonna pop this off right here, pull it out, and then of course you'll have to place it back into that little groove when you go back to install it onto the vehicle. I just realized I'm gonna wait to do that one until I have the other side done. So let's go ahead and move to the other side and then we'll complete this as our last step. Okay, so the hood struts are finally in. I don't know about these particular shocks. And maybe this is normal. Maybe those of you who have these can tell me if this is normal or not, but like, look at the pressure. Like, look at the hood. Maybe it's because it's also really lightweight, but like it feels like you gotta put like pressure down on this thing to get this thing to like go down. And it's not like super, super smooth in doing so. I don't know, look how like sketch that is. It seems kind of sketch to me, but I don't know. Javon, what do you think?
Scary.
Right?
Nah, I thought that one was bending when you first.
Yeah, that's what I...
It's a little too stiff, but.
Yeah, I would say like a little less stiff would have been better for this, but yeah, it's like super sketch. I don't know. I mean, I guess it serves its purpose. It definitely holds the hood. Let me see if I can show this here. Or no, it doesn't. I thought it holds the hood up higher, but I guess it really doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it right now. I guess we'll keep it on for a little bit and then go from there. I could obviously see why it's nice when it comes to like car shows and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's something that we keep on for good. Anyways, on to the next thing, which I believe is the fog lights. And then we'll do the mats is probably the most simplistic thing. But yeah, it's been an interesting day so far with some of these modifications. All right, now before I back the GTR out of the garage, I just want to state something. I was processing this, and typically I'm a little bit more edging on the side of caution when I go about not recommending a product to somebody. But in this case, with these hood struts or shocks, definitely not something that I could feel confident to recommend to somebody. I know they are cheaper, but going back, I could have spent maybe $50 more and got the ones from Rec Speed, which I have friends who have those installed, and those are really, really nice. So it just goes to show you in this case scenario. And look, Z1 Motorsport has a lot of amazing products, a lot of great stuff. This isn't one that I would recommend installing on your vehicle. I'm not happy with the way that it was closing. As I was trying to close it, it was like getting stuck and just really, really, really bad, which I know from experience with the Rec Speed ones on French GTRs that's not the case. So probably avoid getting the ones from Z1 Motorsport, even though they're cheaper. With that, now we'll go ahead and do the fog lights and complete this job, because today has been a really long evening and trying to get all this done and hasn't been going my way. So let's move on to the fog lights. Now, the Laminex kit comes with everything that you need in order to install these pieces. So as I mentioned, I got the yellow ones because that's the look that I'm going for. I'm going for that JDM look. It also comes with this spray that helps you to guide the pieces into place. And then it comes with a razor blade to cut the access off. And it comes with something to kind of like squeegee out all of the liquid that's there and kind of, you know, get it to contour appropriately to the piece. All right, now don't use any alcohol or anything on this. Just a little bit of water is enough just to wipe it off here. Get it nice and clean this way with just some water. You don't want to use any form of chemicals on this. Just do it like this and take your time, make sure it's nice. Then you can simply wipe it off. And then now it's ready to start the rest of the process. All right, now we'll go ahead and lightly mist this thing up a little bit. No need to saturate it. Okay, now we'll take our razor blade and we're just gonna go around this. So I think it turned out all right. I'm not like, oh my gosh, it's as amazing as I wanted it to be. I think it turned out all right. I mean, of course, you all can let me know in the comment section down below how you think it turned out. I think I'm gonna leave it on for now. I'll go ahead and do the driver's side of the car, but yeah, I mean, yellow, white. I think the white looks a little cleaner. This looks more JDM, but I don't know. It's not like giving me like full JDM vibes. It's giving me like semi JDM vibes. So not sure if I'm gonna keep it on or not. With that, let's go ahead and do this side, and hopefully it looks better with the other side on. All right, and for the last thing, let's go ahead and get these new mats in this thing. So we'll start by removing the old mats, which is a pretty simple thing to do. I don't think you all need an instructional video on this, but if you do need an instructional video on this, you probably should not be touching your GTR. I really do got to replace those bulbs up there. You can barely see in this car at night. Oh my God, look at this thing. Oh, that looks horrible. So bad. Almost forgot the rears. The rears are actually not so bad, but I mean, we got brand new ones, so might as well put them in. Another one down. Oh my gosh, it's crazy how new mats can just make a difference that you can barely see right now because it's at night. And nobody will ever see because I put my chair all the way back. And the passenger. Oh my God, the lighting in this car really does suck. I really need to change out those like early 1990s light bulbs. It's crazy that you'd spend like over 100 G's on this and get those ugly cheap yellow lighting that barely loom up anything in the vehicle. All right, now for the fun part. I almost don't even want to remove this right now, just because it'll make people think my GTR is brand spanking new, and because it's kind of like a Hispanic thing where we just like leave our plastics on everything so that it just stays brand new forever. But I'm not going to do that, so. Oh my gosh, you could barely see it right now, but it looks so nice. Oh my gosh, and look how nice, look. Oh, so nice and new. Versus that, so ugly, so nice and new. All right, I'm gonna have to get a light in here to show you guys. Let me remove this first though. Oh, very nice. It looks like a new car. I really should clean those pedals though, because they look really ugly right now. Same thing with that pedal. Should probably clean it real quick. So I really wanted to install these on the car, but like everything else I did today, it felt like it was fail after fail after fail. And unfortunately, these things are not scanning the way that they should be scanning. And so I'm gonna have to contact the seller who I got these from, the Etsy seller, and have them remake them for me. Well, it's been a long evening, and yeah, I need to go take a shower and get ready for bed. But all in all, I think the GTR came out pretty good. Some really cool stuff planned here in the near future. So stay tuned in, because there's quite a few things that are going to be coming, and you'll want to make sure that you stay tuned in for those videos. With that being said, don't forget, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button right now and the notification bell. This way you can stay up to date on all of my future uploads. And if you haven't already, but you've found this video helpful or entertaining, go ahead and click the thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. It helps out my channel and it helps our community grow. Last but not least, make sure you're putting out good energy into the world and you're paying it forward. I'll check y'all out later. Bye now.